Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Tissie Show live from the Lumene Chenet studios, where we highlight and talk about businesses and gifts. Now, before we get started, make sure you keep up with us on all social media platforms. You can like us at Facebook at Behind the Legend, follow us on Instagram at Behind the Legend, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Behind the Legend TV. Now, on today's episode, this is truly for my beauty lovers out there. We have someone so special. Many of you know her name. Most of you have seen her work. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the phenomenal and the amazing, innovative Sarah Morelus. Woohoo! Welcome, Sarah. I'm so happy to have you on this show.
Hi, Sarah. Thank you for having me here Behind the Legend. I am very pleased to be here.
And it is exciting. Now, you are a high-profile celebrity makeup artist. How did you get started on this path?
Well, to be honest, ever since I was little, I always loved playing in makeup. I always loved it. My mom loved playing in makeup, but like as the years went by, I started wanting to perfect how I applied my personal makeup.
Oh, okay.
So I started tapping into YouTube, and back then YouTube wasn't even as big.
It wasn't.
I remember I wanted to just learn how to perfect my eyeliner.
Really?
And one thing led into another. And I started basically buying what those YouTube, those beauty gurus, what they're recommending to buy for your face. And before you know it, I ended up with a big kit.
A big kit.
So I kind of looked at my kit and I'm like, what now? And I just decided to throw myself out there.
Wow.
And started doing makeup professionally.
Okay. How long have you been doing it?
I've been doing makeup for 6 years now.
So would you say that you were self-taught or someone taught you?
In the beginning, I was definitely self-taught. But as the years went by, I definitely invested in myself, and I took some classes here and there. I even flew to LA.
Wow.
And yeah, I think the biggest one, I think I paid about $2,500 for a makeup class.
Oh, wow. So that's a lot of investment that you did.
It really was. It really was. But I loved the fact that, you know, I got to work with different, you know, makeup artists and got to pick up everybody's different techniques and made it into my own.
Made it into your own profession. Now, I believe that's awesome. Some people just tend to stick to what they know and just apply that. But the fact that you were willing to expand and to learn more in order to perfect your craft, that is what makes you the celebrity, that awesome makeup artist that you are today. With the fact that you used to dabble in makeup, when you first started, did you ever think that you would make a profession out of this?
Honestly, no. I kind of just started because I wanted to learn for me. I just wanted to know how to do my eyeliner. I wanted to perfect it, you know. I wanted to have the chinky eyes.
Really? I like a cat eye, and I still can't perfect it, but I just, you know.
You'll get there.
I just draw the line.
You know, as they say, practice makes perfect. You'll get there. But definitely, I didn't think, it kind of just happened, to be honest with you.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, I realized that I'm really passionate about it. And I'm thankful. I'm really thankful for it.
That's awesome, because I can honestly say when I first started, I had, you know, the red bird from Angry Birds. I definitely had those check mark eyebrows. I had the big black pencil. I thought I was doing it, and I wasn't.
I feel like we all went through that stage.
I was not.
You'll get there. It'll get better.
So you can say that growing up, this was not the career that you had planned for yourself.
Not at all. Not at all. Like I said, just one thing led into another. And, you know, I kind of was pushed in one way or another to kind of find this passion. But as they say, what's for you is for you. So if it wasn't going to come one way, it would be the other.
With that being said, what is your foundation? Meaning, like, where did you come from? Was your family into makeup, or is your family entrepreneurs? What made it, I want to say, possible to be able to be on this path?
I would love to say that I feel my mom paved the way for us.
Okay.
As far as being an entrepreneur, because I remember when we was in Haiti, and my father was here, getting paperwork ready for us to come to America.
Yes.
My mom wasn't just like your typical Haitian mom, just waiting for the money to come in. She was an entrepreneur. Do you understand? Like my
Yes, I
mom,
understand.
she's a cook. She had culinary classes in Haiti
okay.
for young women that was heading into marriage that wanted to learn how to work. I mean, how to cook.
So she hosted those classes.
Right,
Okay.
right. And she definitely had like many students, like people believed in her. She would cater
That's
for
awesome.
any type of events that you had. And I would like to say that I got that from her, And I also like to say that in my family, we have gifted hands.
Okay.
I'm the first makeup artist. My sister is a hairstylist. My brother's a barber, and I have another brother who is a mechanic, and my father did mechanic as well.
So you guys just need to get one big building and put Morelus across the top, and it's a one-stop shop.
Definitely. We're definitely blessed.
Now, I have the $1 million question from everything that I'm hearing and learning so far about you. What is it like to be a boss? Because it seems like you are a boss. You are self-driven, you are motivated, you are hardworking. What is it like to be a boss?
As a woman, I find it liberating to be able to make my own money. But as much as, it's a great thing, it's also very stressful.
Really?
Because, as a, growing small business, I don't really have a team in place right now.
Okay.
So I'm like my own boss. I'm like the manager, I'm the secretary and everything at once.
Oh, wow.
And
accountant.
Right. It can be overwhelming, but I would definitely say it is a blessing to be, able to have my own business that I can call mine, that is kind of like my baby. And again, being able to be financially independent, it is definitely a blessing.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Now, we will be right back with the lovely Sarah, the MUA or MUA celebrity makeup artist. Stay tuned. Good morning or good evening. I guess it just depends on the time that this message finds you. My name is Sarah Francois, and I am the assistant of Behind the Legend. If you are a scriptwriter, a storyteller, or an actor, this is your month to showcase your talents. We are looking for people with exceptional gifts that want to do something positive with them and make an impact in the world at Behind the Legend. Behind the Legend is a statement of motivation, encouragement to people that are in inner cities that want to have just some sort of foundation to share their gifts, but they never really had a chance to. But we will welcome you with open arms at Behind the Legend. If you are interested, you can always take part. Just make sure you send an email to behindthelend@gmail.com. Make sure you include 2 to 4 professional photographs, a short bio, dates of availability, and your contact information. We so look forward to hearing from you. Thank you, and God bless you.
Good evening, Mrs. Carter. How are you? Very good. Listen, I have something very important to speak to you about this evening. Can you come in? Okay, bye-bye. I'll see you soon.
Join our nonprofit organization right now. Welcome back to the Tissie Show. We are sitting here with the lovely Sarah Morelus, the MUA, the MUA. Now, before we got on break, we learned a little bit about her, how she got started, her foundation, and I must say it is amazing because when I first met her on set at a photo shoot. It was at a photo shoot for a clothing company.
Right.
And when I met her, she was quiet. She walked in, said hello, and went about her way. And when she was doing the makeup, she was so passionate and so into the faces that you did, because you did 2 that day. She was so into the faces that you did that you just didn't want to disturb her because it was such a connection that she was making with your work. Now, with that being said, it seems like you are a role model to others because you are such an inspiration to people. How would you say that feels to be such a positive influence on other people's lives?
To be honest with you, Sarah, this is such a humbling thing to hear when people say that, that I may or may not be a role model to others. I feel like a lot of us entrepreneurs or professionals don't think of it this way.
Really?
But I'd like, because of the fact that I do have a following and I do have an audience, I like to, make sure that I carry myself in
in a certain manner,
in such a way that, that wouldn't be, offensive to others, and also that wouldn't discourage someone from wanting to start, their own business. I know, like, as business owners, as there's basically many businesses, many people doing the same thing, and it tends to be overwhelming, and some people might get discouraged to want to start. But I just feel like, as I said earlier, what's for you is for you.
And it is.
You know what I mean? What's for you is for you. Like, Walmart is not worrying about what Publix is doing at the end of the day. So I just want to be able to, I just want to say to whoever is out there and that wants to start, whether it's makeup, hair, food, whatever it is, just go ahead and do it and believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. Believe in yourself, and no matter how scared you are, how overwhelmed you feel, just take a leap of faith and get out there, because you never know which door might open for you.
That's true. Because I do remember when I was watching you, it was inspiring. I'm not a makeup artist, but just watching just how connected you were with your work, how you paid it. It's like you were paying attention to the strokes, how you made sure every detail was in place, and it shows in your work that you can see all of the different aspects of makeup all in one, and it's beautiful and it's an art. Would you say that makeup is just makeup, or is it like an art to you?
Definitely, makeup is an art. It's a way to express yourself, and there's no right or wrong way of doing it.
Okay.
No two makeup artists do makeup the same way, and I think that's the beauty of it, because we all can fit in. We don't have to come in and do makeup like this person and that person. It's like, what makes you you? What sets you apart?
It makes you unique,
and when it comes to me, I feel like, just like you were saying earlier, I pay a lot of attention to details. Like, when I'm doing someone's face, it's like I get so passionate. At times, people tend to think I'm stuck up because I'm so quiet and so focused on my work. But it's because I'm trying to connect, with the client, first of all. And also, like, I try to embrace my clients' facial features that already makes them beautiful. And I just accentuate them with the makeup. And I think that's what I love most about my work.
Wow.
Like,
so it's an art. It's an art.
It's definitely an art.
Their face is the canvas, and you have.
Definitely.
Okay. What is the biggest misconception that people have about you in your industry and in your profession?
That I'm stuck up. People tend to think that I'm unapproachable. And like I said, at times,
it's the way you immerse yourself in your work.
And I think that's what it is. And I look so focused, and people just think that, oh, she's unapproachable, look like she's all to herself. But it's just once I'm doing makeup, it's like, that's my baby. Like, I'm in. But honestly, my clients wouldn't say that I'm stuck up, because one of the biggest part
is that connection, that communication
I love
you have with them.
I love it. That's the best part for me. Aside of doing the makeup, I love to connect with my clients. I love to get to know you. You get to know me, and what have you.
That's good.
But
that's awesome.
That would be the biggest misconception, that I am stuck up and unapproachable. People come in my inbox all the time, and they ask me questions, and I'm very open. I'm very transparent. I'm not gonna withhold information from somebody. So definitely, you out there, if you have any questions, my inbox is available.
What do you feel are some common beauty mistakes that women make? Being that you're so passionate about it, there are many mistakes that come about. What are the most common ones?
Like I was saying earlier, there's no wrong or right way to do makeup. However, one of the biggest mistakes that we tend to do is looking at another person and how they do their makeup on their face, and then applies the same techniques and on our own
face.
face,
And it's not the same.
It's not the same. We don't all have the same facial structures
Facial
and features. So I think that's one of the biggest mistakes. Aside from that, like I said, there's no right or wrong way to do makeup. Like,
it's okay. So with that being said, how would you define beauty? Some people tend to think that beauty is just makeup. A lot of women, some people are insecure that they don't go anywhere without makeup. They have to put something on their face. But many women feel that beauty is internal and they don't believe in wearing makeup.
That's the correct answer. Beauty is within. To be honest with you, no amount of makeup will ever make you feel good about yourself if you don't already feel that way inside.
On the inside, that's true.
It's just like when someone has an ugly personality, no amount of makeup can cover that up, and
nothing.
So beauty is truly within. So that's how I feel. I just feel like the makeup is extra.
It's true.
We are all beautiful in our own way.
And that's true as well. Now, this question are for the beauty fanatics that are out there, your followers, the ones that see you as a role model. Is it just makeup, or do you plan on expanding your business?
I'm definitely going to expand, and I'm very excited about it. I'm not gonna elaborate too much about it. Just stay tuned. I have a lot of things coming up, and new services will be available soon.
Okay. Does that go along with your vision for your company?
Absolutely. 100%.
And what is the vision, if you don't mind me asking? I don't want too much detail so that we don't pry, but what is the vision for?
Let's just say I see myself in my own building.
Okay.
With my business name in bold.
And I can see it too. Sarah Morelus. Not because my name is Sarah, but I can see it too. In your own opinion, what do you feel separates your work from other makeup artists?
Again, no two makeup artists do makeup the same.
That's
but
true.
I'd like to think that me personally, my thing is details. I pay a lot of attention to details, and I think I would say that's what sets me apart from other makeup artists.
Okay. Now, with that being said, I know that being detailed means that you have to have that focus. Right. And like you mentioned earlier before the break, it's not just makeup. You're also your own business owner. You're the accountant. You have to take charge of what's going on in your personal life as well as in your business life. As a single mother, how are you able to manage all these things, being an entrepreneur and trying to make sure that your kids are good, making sure the household is run smoothly, as well as operating your business?
To be honest, Sarah, I am blessed with an amazing support system. My mother is always available to babysit my kids. And
That's
I am
awesome.
100% grateful for that. Because if I'm being honest, things could have been a lot harder. If I didn't have her in place, ready to take my kids in whenever I need to do a last minute gig, like if I have to drive to Miami, if I have to drive to Orlando, or whatever the case might be. So the key for me is that amazing support system that I do have.
That is awesome. That's awesome. So before we wrap up, where can our followers find you?
Well, I'm Sarah Morelus on Facebook. I can be found on Instagram under Sarah the MUA. That is SARAHTHEMUA_. And I think that's it.
That's it. What about Facebook?
Facebook, Sarah Morelus. Sarah Morelus on Facebook, and Sarah the MUA_. Also, I can be found on YouTube, and that is Sarah the MUA without the underscore. And I'll be having a lot of content coming for you guys. I'm working on a lot. Like I said, I have a lot in store for my followers, my supporters, and I really am appreciative of your support, and I wouldn't be anything. I wouldn't be anything or anywhere without you guys. So thank you from the bottom of my heart.
What advice, and I'm trying to get behind some juicy details, what advice would you give those beginners, people who want to get started and they don't know how to get their foot in the door?
Okay, that's a very good one. I feel like most people that wants to start a business in the beauty industry, they got with so many people offering one-on-ones and lessons, people feel like, oh, let me go get a lesson. No, the correct way to do this is watch some YouTube videos. Get the free knowledge first before you go out and pay for it. Get the free knowledge, and then you have to apply what you've learned. Okay, practice on yourself, your mother, your best friend, everybody. Get comfortable with your craft first so you can learn your fortes and your weaknesses. Then go pay a professional. Go pay a professional so you can expand your knowledge and you can reinforce those skills of yours that you already have.
That's awesome. And I want to thank you one last time for joining me today on the Tissie Show. I am so happy to have you, Sarah. Thank you.
I'm very pleased to have been here. Thank you for having me, Sarah.
Thank you for those of you who are watching and tuning in with us. We will catch you next time on the Tissie Show. Again, we had here with us Sarah Morelus, and you can catch her on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube.
Hello everyone, this is Mr. Lumene, Chenet, the author of the Brokenness of God book and the exclusive producer of Behind Legend. I want to speak to you guys concerning this book, okay? This book will help you with a lot of things that you are dealing with. It has great wisdom in there, knowledge and understanding. If you want to know how to deal with your pain, if you want to know how to deal with your struggles, if you want to know how to deal with your brokenness or anything that you may be dealing with, this book will help you. I want you guys to understand this. One thing that you always have to remember: problems are not there to kill you. Problems are there to educate you. That is why I always tell people, don't you ever run away from your problems, because you need those problems and able to know who God is. And God uses this brokenness to show His power in your life. This is Mr. Lumene, the author of the Brokenness of God book, and we are